is actually based on a true story of something that happened in China and something that happened in the Byzantine Empire, and they're 3,500 years apart. So there's a lot of history here and a lot of geography. I need to tell you that there's a few students, I think there's 2 students who are not able to make it tonight, and these students have memorized their lines and have worked on it. They have done a great job. A couple people had to take someone else's lines tonight. So if somebody is reading from the script, it's not that they didn't do their homework and they have to do the play over again and they failed it. No, they are here just doing somebody else's lines as well. And some of them tried their best to memorize them this afternoon, couldn't quite get them all, so we're just letting them have the script if they need it. So just let you know that. And how this is going to go, we've got a couple of elementary plays that we're going to do, just little skits, because the elementary have been working on smaller dramas for a while. They're going to work their way into doing a longer one. For fact, in April and May, the elementary is going to carry the play while the middle school does another project. So right now they're working on skits. They've got some great skits. They're also part of the music for the middle school play. So we'll see the skits first, and then we'll have the play, and then we're going to have awards. And these kids are very deserving of awards. This is probably the best play I've ever seen this early on. They have really, really nailed it, and I think that you'll totally enjoy it.
That's what working with elementary is like. Welcome tonight. I'm Ann Bowman, and this is the year I'm working with the Historical Theater program. We're having a lot of fun. I will say, I've worked more with high schoolers the last years. First, second, and third, fourth grade, that's a whole different ball game. But we are having a lot of fun, and the kids are doing a great job. The elementary program has been doing kind of geography along with their drama. So they've been working on skits from different parts of the world. Tonight they're going to put on 3 of them for you. We're going to do a skit from Ireland, we're going to do a skit from Africa, and we're going to do a skit from just basically Central Europe, mainstream Europe. Colby? All right, that's what I love. All right, we're going to be ready to go here in just a second. Our first skit is the skit from Ireland, and it's called The Unlucky Man.
Once upon a time, there was a man who thought himself unlucky.
Too nervous.
I don't have any friends. My house is too small.
You can do it, buddy.
Colby, you got it. You got it, Colby. Come on. It's very hard to be on stage for the first time with everybody. Colby did so well in rehearsal today. Hey, Colby. You want to get it right? Tell me more lines. It's okay. Nice and loud and big. You can do this. Come on, you'll feel so much better.
It's okay, sweetie.
You're all right.
What's the first one? I'm so unlucky.
My house is too small, right? Do you want to just sit here and read it? Just sit here and read it because he did so well today.
We could just read it together.
Yeah, just read it together. It's good.
My house is too small. You guys stand up with me? Yeah? Surround by trees. And then we could also read it here. Let's do it again, okay? Ready? My house is too small. Can you read it with me? I know, it's not mine. It's too hard to yell. Ready? My house is too small. I don't have enough friends. I never have enough money. I don't even have a wife. It's okay, sweetie. Go ahead, narrator.
So he decided to go to the wisest man in the village who lived on top of the hill. As he walked, he sang.
Ready? How does it go? I don't know how the song goes. I'm so unlucky. Unlucky as can be. I'm so unlucky. Nothing works for me.
Soon he came to a wolf. The wolf. The wolf was old and covered with maggots.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Tell him where you're going.
If you stand up, I'll read it, okay? You gotta stand up though. I'm going to ask the wisest man how I can get more luck.
Then can you ask him why I'm so sick and tired?
Yes. Ready?
The unlucky man agreed and continued up his path. Soon he came to the tree by the river. The tree was short and thin and had no leaves.
Where are you going? I'm going to ask the wisest man how I can get more luck.
Then can you ask him how come I can't get any water?
Narrator.
He agreed and continued up the path singing his song. Soon, soon he came to the cottage. A beautiful maiden stood in the doorway.
Where are you going? I'm going to ask the wisest man how I can get more luck.
Then can you ask him why I'm so sad and lonely? The unlucky man agreed and continued up his path. Finally got to the top of the hill to ask the wisest man his question.
Oh, wisest man, why am I so unlucky?
Don't be silly. There's plenty of luck. Luck is all around you. Find it and celebrate it. Then you'll be happy.
He headed back home. He headed back home singing a new song.
I'm so lucky, as lucky as can be. I'm so lucky, luck is there for me.
Soon he came to the cottage with the beautiful maiden.
Did you ask the wisest man to answer my question?
The wisest man said you were sad and lonely because you needed a husband.
Then marry me.
I haven't got time. I'm going home to look for my luck.
Did you ask my question?
He said you can't get to water because there's a big pot of gold buried at your roots.
Then can you dig it up for me?
I don't have time. I gotta go home and look for my luck.
Next he passed the wolf.
Did you ask my question?
And so he did.
Elementary kids, just sit right there next to the
Push. I am really proud of that group because it's really hard when somebody gets stage fright. And all of a sudden they're going, what do I do? Thank you all for that. I really appreciate how they worked through that. Our next play is from Africa, and it's called The Dinner for Lion.
There was once a place in the 7 hills which the animals liked very much. There was good water and green grass, but a strong lion lived there. He killed 2 or 3 animals every day.
What are we gonna do? If he keeps up this way, we're all gonna be dead soon.
Maybe we could talk to him. So all the animals went to the lion and the hyena began to speak.
What do you, oh dear lion, it is not good for you to run and hunt all day long in the 7 hills. We'll bring you 1 animal for your dinner every day.
All right, but you must begin to send me my dinner now. I am hungry. If you do not send an animal to me every day, I shall kill as many of you as I want.
Don't kill us. We'll send you an animal every day. They had a lot, and that day it was an antelope who became the lion's dinner. And every day they sent 1 animal to the lion, but the animals weren't happy. My turn is coming soon. My turn is coming soon too.
Let's face it, we're all gonna be his dinner sooner or later.
The next day it was the hare's turn to be the lion's dinner, but he was not unhappy.
That's good. That's very good. Don't worry, the lion will not eat me.
The hare ran into the river, jumped into the water, and began to roll in the mud.
What's this? I don't want a dirty animal for my dinner.
Oh, dear lion, I am not your dinner. I was supposed to bring you a big hare for your dinner, but on my way, I met another lion, and he took the hare for himself.
What? Another lion in the 7 hills?
Yes, there is. He is big and strong. I think he is stronger than you are.
Show me this lion.
All right, let's go to him.
The clever little hare took the lion to a big well. The hare looked into the well.
Look, there he is, and the other hares are with him.
The lion roared, and the lion in the well roared back. The lion bared his teeth, and the other lion did the same.
How dare you?
The lion was so enraged that he jumped into the well to fight the other lion. Hare went back to the other animals and shared news.
Hooray for hare! Hooray for hare!
And the greedy, lazy old lion never bothered them again.
You guys can go out and sit down. Should I go get my Yes, why don't you go right back?
Where do we sit down?
I'm telling her to go ahead. All right, 2 down. Here's the last one. Last one from just generally Central Europe is called The Little Red Hen. Now, you have to give us a little bit of allowance because we have white feathers, not red feathers, but it's still The Little Red Hen.
upon a time, a lamb, a cat, and a pig and a little hen lived on an old farm on a flowery hill surrounded by fields of gold wheat. One day, the little red hen found some grains scattered in the barnyard.
Look what I found. Who will help me plant these grains of wheat?
Not I, said the lamb.
Not I. Meow.
Said the cat.
Not I.
Said the pig.
Then I'll do it myself.
And so she did. She knew that seeds need water to grow strong and tall.
Who will help me water these seeds?
Not I, said the lamb.
Not I. Meow.
Said the cat.
Not I.
Said the pig.
Then I'll do it myself.
And so she did. The little red hen basket was soon filled with wheat.
Who will help me take this wheat to the mill to be ground into flour?
Not I, said the lamb.
Not I. Meow.
Said the cat.
Not I.
Said the pig.
Then I'll do it myself.
And so she did. The kind miller ground the wheat into powdery, velvety flour, and the little red hen carried it home in a rough brown sack.
Who will help me make this flour into bread?
Not I, said the lamb.
Not I. Meow.
Said the cat.
Not I.
Said the pig.
Then I'll do it myself.
So she did. The red hen mixed the flour into sticky dough and kneaded it into a smooth loaf.
Who will help me put this bread into the oven to bake?
Not I, said the lamb.
Not I. Meow.
Said the cat.
Not I.
Said the pig.
Then I'll do it myself.
And so she did. Kitchen filled with the delicious scent of baking bread, and the other animals came to see what was happening. The little red hen took the warm, crusty loaf out of the oven and set it on the table.
Who will help me eat this fresh, tasty bread?
I will, said the lamb.
I will. Meow.
Said the cat.
I will.
Said the pig.
No. You will not help me eat this bread. You did not help me You did not help me plant the wheat. You did not help me water the seeds. You did not help me take the wheat to the mill to be ground into flour. You did not help me make the flour into dough. You did not help me put the bread in the oven to bake. And now you will not help me eat it. Next time, if you help, you may have some, though, as much as you would like.
The next time, the little red hen found some grains of wheat. The lamb planted it in the rich brown soil. The cat watered it carefully every day, and the pig harvested the wheat. When it had grown tall and strong, when the dough was baked together, the animals made hot chocolate and ate the fresh warm bread. It was delicious. The animals lived happily ever after, cooperating, helping every day.
Head on out. Head on out in costumes. Into your silver costumes. Okay, elementary, you're going to go with Mrs. Meinzinger and get ready for the play.
I'm already ready.
We're going to have a couple-minute intermission while the kids get ready back there. So stand up, stretch your legs a little bit. We'll be back in just a minute. Are you boys supposed to take that back, or are you supposed to keep it up here, do you know? Stand here with it. Okay, I think we are ready. April, did you want to say anything about this play particularly, or did you already?
Let's see here. Well, this morning was the first time I'd actually seen it, and I just loved it. And I hope you love it as much. I'm sure that they're even going to tweak it even more tonight, but it was a sensational dress rehearsal. So,
was.
Secrets on the Silk Road.
From the treasure trove of Chinese legends unfolds a story of silk's origin that takes place in that ancient nation around 3000 BC. The story begins in the palace garden with a visit from the celebrated Yellow Emperor Huan Di to his wife Lady Hisling Shi.
Tea, milady. What? Oh, yes, please. A cup for the Emperor also. Maybe I can get him to sit down and tell me what he's been thinking so deeply about. Tea, Most Imperial Majesty.
Oh, why yes. Thank you, Chen.
You've been deep in thought, my husband.
The people of this great nation have such potential. They are bright, industrious, creative. Just think of all the products and processes that they have invented and developed. Acupuncture improves the treatment of injury and disease. Bronze supplies a strong material for agriculture, national defense, and construction. Innovators have developed the seed drill process for planting seeds. So now small patches of ground have become large farms. I really want to support our visionary people in any way I can as we grow into a stronger nation together.
I can't agree more. Ooh, what was that? Something fell into my tea. It looks like a round white ball, a very fine thread. Look how it unwinds. It looks small, but I can wrap the thread completely around my wrist. And look,
believe they are moth cocoons. I've never noticed how they have thread wrapped around the outer layer. I wonder how deep the layers of the thread go.
And I wonder how long the thread is once completely unwound. It feels strong too. I can't find the end of the thread on these two that I just picked.
Well, the first one fell into your hot tea. Maybe they must be dipped into hot water first.
Excellent thought, Chen. We must investigate farther.
As I was saying, the Chinese people are industrious and creative. Look at her. She's going to figure out something to do with those threads.
There, if boiling water is what it takes to loosen the threads, I'll give them a chance to heat. Yes, they are boiling. The threads are so thin.
Yes, my lady, but they are surprisingly strong.
What have you figured out, oh curious wife?
The threads from each of the cocoons is long, slender, but strong. I wonder if it can be woven into cloth. Give me some time to see what can be done with this.
All right, Madam Detective. Show me what you can come up with.
This could be woven into cloth, or maybe not. It would take a lot of cocoons. Look, Hundi, I was able to unwind the little cocoon strands into a sturdy thread. Then the thread was woven into cloth. Feel the texture.
This is incredibly smooth and soft to the touch as it lays across my hand. I love its sheen. It feels majestic. The color isn't very appealing, though.
I tried dyeing another piece. It takes color very well.
Much nicer. What are your thoughts?
Well, it would take a lot of cocoons to make a usable size piece of fabric, but the quality of this makes me think that we are onto something that has great potential. Perhaps I could find some assistants who would be willing to hunt cocoons and join me in making cloth. Very well, very well. You have convinced me. This way, let's go hunting.
I told her I wanted to support visionary people who wanted to develop an idea. It looks like she is one of them. China will be blessed.
Ribbon dancers. We have
That is the extent of the Chinese legend, but there still is some truth to it. Silk production did develop in China around 3000 BC. And the silk industry did become very lucrative business for China. The time is now 1000 BC during the Qing dynasty. decades and then centuries later, trade gradually developed neighboring towns, then provinces. By this time in China, silk was used as a form of money, to make beautiful clothing, to make silk canvas for painting, and straw and fishing line. It was even used to make the most expensive and sought-after paper.
Your Imperial Majesty, 2 trails from foreign land have come seeking to do business with us. This is Saki,
Your Majesty.
and this is Zuzu.
Your Imperial Majesty, we are traders from the island nation off the coast of China called Japan. We have heard of your valuable commodity silk and have come to ask if you would show us how to create this. We are willing to pay a price for your valuable information.
We are happy to sell you our products, but our secret we will not divulge.
We understand if your decision is firm, but we...
Yes.
I see. Farewell, Your Majesty. We must return to Japan empty-handed.
Leaving so soon? I believe I have something that might interest you.
We are not interested in art.
No, not art. But I have a secret you may be interested in, if you are willing to pay for it. I know the secret of silk.
Tell us more.
Mosey, what is your urgent information?
Your Imperial Majesty, I have terrible news. The Japanese traders who visited the palace a year ago have stolen and taken to the country the silk production secrets. Japan is now growing silkworms on mulberry plants and harvesting the precious threads. It's just a matter of time before.
Who is responsible for this?
We don't know. Much detective work has been done, but the culprit's identity is hidden well.
This cannot be allowed to happen ever again, or we will lose our most valuable source of revenue. Traders come from India, Korea, the land around the Mediterranean Sea for this beautiful fabric. China makes much money from this guarded secret, which is apparently not so well guarded. If anyone gives away the silk production secrets to any other nation ever again, he who reveals it will be executed.
Many centuries later, China maintained a thriving silk business. Nobility from every nation desired it and would pay high prices. However, China sold their silk exclusively to the Arab countries, who then raised the price for selling it to nations further west. The Emperor Justinian in Constantinople is worried that the Arabs are making prices too high.
How can we get past the Arabs so we can trade with China? We cannot afford their expensive prices anymore. Everyone wants the Chinese silk, even countries south and west of here. We could provide at a better price if we could just get around the Arabs.
Well, could we make a trade route that goes up north and then east around them?
It makes the trip too far and expensive. Those are cold regions that can't be accessed in the winter.
Then let us send ships down into the Indian Ocean and bypass the Arabs with a water route.
The Italian sailors tell us that the Arabs are monitoring the ocean and attacking the ships. Emperor Justinian, ruler of the mighty Byzantine Empire, I present to you 2 monks who claim to have important information. Your names are?
Let me be known as Honor of the Emperor.
And let me be known as Left Byzantium.
Please speak, dear friends. We need good news.
Most illustrious ruler, we have heard of your concern over the immense prices for silk due to the Arab middlemen who are charging too much. We have come with a solution. While working in India, we were able to take a journey into China, where we personally saw the steps in the silk making process. The silk actually comes from the worms that spin the fibers.
What? So that's how it is done. All this time we thought that the silk grew on the mulberry bush. Now I see the leaves are merely the worm's home and food.
Yes, my lord. We propose that Byzantium begin producing its own silk production. It would just be a matter of getting past the Arabs and obtaining a supply of the worms. We have learned that although they attack traders and military, they will not attack religious persons.
We propose that the 2 of us journey to China with an apparent religious mission. While in China, we will gather worms and enough of their food supply, the mulberry bush leaves, and bring them back here to Byzantium. But we need your sponsorship for this expedition.
How do I know that you will bring back the worms? I do not even know your real names. If I finance your trip, maybe you'll just start your own silk productions.
We choose to remain nameless, but we are reputable men who will do as we say. Our only motive is to help our beloved nation get beyond the thieving Arabs, so everyone here and in Europe can benefit by more reasonable prices for silk. Pay us half now, and the rest we get back with the secrets.
What say all of you?
Sending harmless-looking religious monks might be the best solution. Come here, brothers. Let us make these arrangements. refresh ourselves. We have been many months on this trail. Now that we are past Persian Kashgar, we need to avoid the Gobi Desert by turning south into Chengdu. That should only be weeks away. How are you holding up?
Well, I'm getting used to having rocks for my pillow and eating bugs for breakfast. I am sincerely relieved that the Arabs who spotted us did not bother to disrupt and intercept this journey. It has been a long walk. Camels would have helped us make the journey quicker, but they also would have made us look like merchants. By the way, how do you plan for us to transport the worms back to Byzantium without camels to carry the load?
I have been developing a plan.
What? We have come all this way and you don't know how we're gonna transport the bugs?
Calm down and trust me. That plan is unfolding in my mind just as the silk thread unrolls from its cocoon. Ready to move on?
Byzantium lies further behind us and China lies before us, so we may as well keep going. But you better hatch a plan before we get there.
Oh, brother, I see the outskirts of the city. It must be Chengdu. We're almost there.
Ready for a journey to be over.
Over here. Come get some beautiful products.
Alright,
Local.
alright, fresh dumplings.
Hey, that's a great color. No doubt about it. Let's get some food first.
Fresh hot rice, dumplings.
Silk. Beautiful silk. Now that our bellies are full, we can seek out someone to help us fulfill our mission. Silk! Silk! Finest silk in all of China!
Well, that was easy.
Beautiful. Do you make this yourself?
Yes.
My family has been making our own fabrics now for centuries. My father and now my sons are farmers, and my daughters are weavers.
Where's your farm? We'd love to see it.
We're not far out of town on this road, but I cannot invite you to visit. Silk production is a secret industry that cannot be shared. If I were to share the secret production with you, my life would be forfeit. We understand. I have a plan. Let's stay around the marketplace today and wait for evening. When the merchant starts gathering his wares to head home, we'll follow him.
Good idea.
While we're waiting for dusk, let's go shopping. We need 2 baskets, 2 knives, 2 candles.
Knives for sale. Time to get some candles. Finally wooden baskets. Finally wooden basket.
I need some baskets for our rice. You got some rice?
Look, the merchant is packing up to leave. Let's follow him back to his farm. I'm home. Another prosperous day at the marketplace. Now's our chance. Gather a few of the caterpillars and put them in your basket.
Ah, now I see. The knives are to gather leaves for the caterpillars to eat, and it's so dark we'll need candles to find the silkworms.
Exactly. Quick now. Have you gathered enough silkworms?
Yeah. Now, will you tell me how we're going to get these home?
Not here, good brother. Let's find a bridge close to the marketplace where we can sleep. Tomorrow we'll load up on fruit and produce to start our journey back to Byzantium. Do you still have your staff?
I do, but why do you ask?
I have a plan.
After spending the night under the bridge, the 2 monks made their preparations to return to Justinian with their prize. The journey is long and hard. The monks had to stop several times along the way as the silkworms transition from caterpillar to moth and lay eggs once again. Finally, they reached Byzantium.
Emperor Justinian, the monks have returned.
Excellent. Have you accomplished your mission?
We have, Your Highness.
But where are the worms you spoke of?
All of you have is a staff.
Allow me to show you. Let me remove the top of my staff. See?
Guess why it's hollow?
The worms are inside your staff.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Take a memo. We will set up silk factories in Constantinople, Beirut, Antioch, Tyre, and Thebes. This way we will have the monopoly on silk in Europe.
I wonder if we will ever see those 2 monks.
They certainly have done us a great service. Their contribution to our empire can help sustain us for centuries.
The monks were never heard from or seen from again in the Byzantine economy for the next 600. The monks were never heard from or seen from again in the Byzantine courts for the next. The monks were never heard from or seen from again in the Byzantine courts, but their selfless contribution to their country made a difference that did last for centuries. Shortly after the 2-year expedition, there were silk factories in Constantinople, Beirut, Antioch, Tyre, and Thebes. The acquired silkworms allowed the Byzantine economy to have a silk monopoly in Europe for the next 650 years until its demise in 1204. Even now, the silk trade is important in the region surrounding Constantinople. To this day, we still do not know the identity of the 2 monks.
Resourceful people who love their country are cornerstones to a great nation. I knew it then, and you are the benefactor of such people now.
Guys, excellent job. That was some of the best projecting and the clearest that we've heard them do. It was marvelous. Good job. Now, it also helps that they always had to rehearse with masks on. I said, if you can speak clearly and loudly with a mask, you'll be amazing without a mask. I so wish we could have done 2 performances of this, but I'm really appreciative to all of you who were here, both in this building and in the other building, to be here for the last minute changes and doing just one night. So we're going to give all the awards tonight. So first, each student is going to be getting an award that reflects at least a part of their contribution, their unique contribution to the drama program. So we're going to start with the elementary. Kylie McLean. When she did that cat thing, and the first time she went up and rubbed against the little red head, I thought, oh man, that's awesome. That was totally her own creation. So she got the Outstanding Characterization Award. This next person is the Outstanding Performance in a Supporting Role. When you are a narrator, it's really hard because you have to be very clear, but you don't get to turn and watch the action. And J.C. Layson did a marvelous job. You didn't get to see it tonight as much as we saw it in the rehearsal. But this guy who got the Superior Memorization Award has trouble maybe standing still and focusing, but I'll tell you, he had his lines down to a T and was marvelous. And I wish you could have seen that fullness of it, because he's a great actor. Colby Jensen. Good job, Colby. This person had the lines down pat for their role very quickly and then could work on their character development. I was really excited with what she did with it. But superior memorization goes to Logan Layson. Teaching young kids to project and speak clearly can be real hard. This student does it without any coaching. She just naturally has great vocalization skills, and that's Elena Carvajal. Rachel Ryerson couldn't be here tonight. Their family's out of town, but she did so much support and help for us getting ready, so we do have a certificate for her for extraordinary performance support. There's someone else who fell in that category of extraordinary performance support. This person could take a lot of different roles, was always willing to step in and really helpful, and that's Amaya Calvert. We have both a boy and a girl that I gave the most improved awards. When this boy came on first, he was kind of scared to speak up and say things, and he didn't really want a speaking part. But tonight, you could just see it when he played that tree. He wasn't afraid to speak out. It was great. So Rex Urlacher, most improved. This is one of our youngest actresses who got the most improved for the girls. She's very young, and at first we thought, okay, I don't know how she's going to do. She would step up. Every time she'd get a role, she'd just be able to step up and grow into it, and did marvelous, and that's Tova Calvert. This student had an excellent attitude. He was always working to, okay, where's this prop? What can I do with this? And just always working to improve, and with a great attitude, and that's Nathan Brazeau. Drama's all about teamwork. You can't do it without people who will support the cast, who will work together, and Benjamin Meinzimmer was excellent. Now, when you have a first grader as one of your narrators, that's pretty amazing. Extraordinary effort and a great job for Abby Meinzinger. This next person is incredibly versatile. She can play any role. She can step into something at the last moment. It's like, hey, guess what? We need to shift this around. Can you play this role too? Sure. And she could do it. Very incredible versatility, and that's Laura too. We had a student who, in the skit we did before this, played a role that she had to just be kind of mean and nasty. And she's not a mean and nasty kid at all. But she would, the expression in that so incredibly, I thought, oh, she gets the Excellent Expression Award, and that's Carol Ann Elwood. And we have 2 Outstanding Performance Awards. Both of these kids can play just about anything. They are meticulous in learning their lines. They just put it all together really, really well. And for the boys, that's George too. The girl was another student that got put into a role that she hadn't played at the very last minute when we found out somebody couldn't be here. And she was marvelous in it, Carolina Strong. Olivia, where's yours? I wonder if yours is we have one for everybody, because Olivia has one, and I'm assuming it got...
Probably in the middle.
I bet it's in with these ones. Oh, yes. I thought she was a middle schooler. Okay, come here, Olivia. Olivia, I know this because she's my granddaughter. She's a natural dancer. She dances everything she does. Absolutely everything. And Katie Meinzinger said that Olivia was really helpful when they were choreographing the dancing and with ideas, and so she got excellence in dance. Thank you guys for pointing that out, because otherwise I'd have gotten here going, oh. Okay, middle schoolers. This person really worked hard. It's when a student first gets a line and they say it with the breaks in the wrong places or the wrong tone in it, it is really hard to correct it. It's really hard to get them to break that. This person worked and worked to correct it. She did it. She did a marvelous job. She stepped in other things. So excellence in perseverance is Chloe Urlacher. from an acting family, so I knew he could carry off just about anything. But I knew even with a mask on, he could project. And that is so important. So excellent voice projecting, Avery is strong. This person, again, as excellent vocal expression is this award, can be very smooth with her words. I was really impressed with how she could take whatever the line was and put so much meaning into it, both with her body, with her voice, and that's Alexis Roy. Her sister got sick today, like the kind of sick you don't want to have around everybody else. We did not want everybody else throwing up tomorrow. So, but she was sick also for about 3 weeks earlier and came back to rehearsal last Friday, and this was marvelous. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she overcame these obstacles of being sick, being gone for 3 weeks in a row, and did a marvelous job. So Lana gets the excellence in overcoming obstacles, even though on performance night she wasn't able to be here. This person took on, again, one of those roles that's maybe a little bit harder, not quite as much fun, but did it excellently. Great teamwork, just amazing teamwork, supporting everybody, always there, doing what you needed to do. Excellent teamwork is Kate Nicholson. If I'd known ahead that this person was going to have to step into a new role tonight, I might have even done different. But this is the outstanding performance in a supporting role, and then stepping into another supporting role on performance day. So, Kayla Kruger, you were amazing. This person came up with their costume. They said, hey, does this work? And it was absolutely outstanding costume. I know you will notice it as soon as I say it. Outstanding costume, Bree McLean. She said, here, what about this? And what if I do my hair this way? And I thought, oh, absolutely, it's great. This is a student who just stepped up in kind of everything, had lines memorized early, learned her stage directions, adapted, changed, just was such a rock. I just knew we set it out, we changed a little bit, and then she had it down every single time. And that's Juliet Marley. I was never sure if he was just going to start laughing just because he had so much fun on stage. And he was always grinning and a great attitude, and that's Benjamin Periante. This person, about halfway through the thing, was kind of going, I said, okay, I just need more from your character. Need more. She says, I don't know what you mean. I've never acted before. Tell me. So we talked it over. And man, she stepped it up. The character became everything I was wanting it to be. So outstanding character development is Danica. This person was also a first-time actor for anything big like this. Was kind of nervous to be on stage. Wasn't real sure how big a speaking part he wanted. But he did his character well. He worked really, really hard. And that's Aiden Bowman. This actor prepared really well, took care of everything behind the stage with his costume, with everything he needed, was all set and ready to go. Excellence in preparation, Arden Rizzo. Outstanding Performance Award goes to another natural who can just take a line and make it his own. And I just played the role, played off of the partner on stage really, really well. So Outstanding Performance goes to Cody too. Thank you all so much for all your support. April has some other awards. But when we do dismiss tonight, many of you sent props or things for the kids to use for costumes with your children. Please take them home tonight. Please make sure, we'll try to get them out here on the stage as quickly as we can, but make sure you do take home with you everything that you'd loaned to us. Thank you.
All right, I have more, but it's not as many, but they're wonderful. First of all, I want to give out some awards for the students that, these are academic awards. Every time the students came, every Monday, we would always check to see what all they did and what they brought, and if they'd done their history and their math and their language arts and their science and their memorization. I mean, there's a lot that we would check in. 10 different things we would check in every Monday. And this group of kids, we were getting 100% right from the start from a bunch of them. And then a couple weeks later, more were getting 100% of everything that was due. And then they started adding extra credit. And kids started getting 110%, 110%. Then we started getting 120%. Talk about motivated. I was just blown away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call up three. I need a podium. Yes. I'm going to call up 9 elementary students, and I am going to give them out the very, very coveted, the very, very coveted Cat's Patch, and this is it. This goes to our academic leaders. Notice you can iron it onto your jacket. You do a little crooked, see that? Just tilt it a little bit, see that? Okay. Or you can put it onto your backpack. You can put it onto a hat. You can put it onto your mom's apron. You could do whatever you want to. But here are the ones. And when I call your name, come on up and get it and just stand right here. We're pretty proud of you. Kylie McLean. Carolina Straub. Benjamin Meisinger. Abigail Meisinger. Logan Elison. Jace Elison. Nathan Brizeau. Amaya Calvert. Let's see, that might be it. Abigail, Benjamin, Carolina. Laura? Do I have Laura too? No, Laura All right. Now, of these right here was the all-time point setter. And for middle school, elementary, both, the top point setter was, I have something for her, Kylie McLean. 1,010 points. Yes. All right, for the middle school.
You gotta separate the car.
What I've done is I'm giving out these patches to everybody who had 900 points or more. And if you think about 900 points in 10 weeks, that means they did just about everything every week. And these are the ones who are getting these awards today. In the middle school, we've got 3 of them. And one of them is Cody 2. Avery Strong. And Bree McLean. I've been saving this for last. This is pretty exciting. On Friday, I gave the kids ballots, And the elementary, they had a ballot, they had all the elementary names on them. And the middle school had a ballot, had all the middle school names on them. And I said, I would like you to look at these names and figure out that over the 10 weeks we've been together, who has shown the most leadership, who has shown the best teamwork, who has set a good example on stage, behind stage, and as audience, who has gone the extra mile to make this an excellent production. And the students chose people. And we have a very special here award for those people. Down here. Oh, there they are. Okay. In the middle school, Avery Strom. In the elementary, Rex Erlacher. Eileen McLean. Where's Rex? Okay, Rex. These are little cat pens. Seems appropriate. Okay, congratulations. And I think that's all we got. But I'm so proud of all of them. And thank you for sending them. Thank you for all the work you do at home to make this a success. I think we should give our directors, Ann Bowman, nice job, ladies. Get out of my corner.
Other thank yous are on the back of your program. We really appreciate the work that everybody did to make this happen. Thank you so much, and have a great Thanksgiving. Class will resume for this group on November 30th, so 2 weeks.
Man, that was